Thank you. Good morning, family. Welcome to Military Strategies, so to speak. Breaking news right now. Terrorist attack? Terrorist attack? Excuse me, a second terrorist attack right now in Australia.
Yeah.
Australia faces a crisis.
Yeah.
There are victims, there are injured people. More than 1,000 people have just suffered a terrorist attack. In Australia, the Jewish community, during their Hanukkah celebration, at least 2 attackers have opened fire on a crowd. And the images are horrific. Family,
Yeah.
we are live right now opening. With the breaking news situation right now, please let's share this live broadcast on all social networks. Very serious situation. We're connecting. We're connecting.
Oh, shit. Oh, handle it, handle it, handle it, handle it.
Handle it.
Handle it.
Amazing. Amazing. What's happening right now? In Australia, at least 2 attackers have opened fire on a crowd. I repeat, against a crowd of civilians in Australia. On Bondi Beach, crowded with people welcoming the Hanukkah celebration, the Jewish festival of Hanukkah. The images I'm seeing that I have access to right now, they are horrific, I insist. Where did this happen? We're going to see it right now. Satellite image of this exact place. I haven't slept. That's what I'm saying. I can't sleep. I knew there was something in my head. And look, it was incredible. I can't believe it. Excuse me? Operation Southern Spear was involved. Sydney, capital
Tal.
of Australia. On Bondi Beach, thousands of people running to save their lives. Unfortunately, many of them didn't make it. Images that reach us like those from October 7th. Images from October 7th. Now in Australia,
Yeah.
now it seems silent. Let's see if the Free Palestine people and all those folks come out again to say something. Let's see if they have anything to say. Images of the suspects are from a drone. On a bridge, taking cover and opening fire.
Oh.
Images of the suspects. This is absolute madness. Look at the beach down there. There were thousands of people. I'm seeing things there that I don't even want to imagine right now.
To.
Situation right now, ongoing breaking news at this moment.
To.
This is the terror. For months, they have been preparing this. This takes months, not overnight. The suspects are always the same. You don't need their identity to know it. Oh my God. We can't show that video. I must be careful with the footage and censorship. I want to make something very clear. YouTube community guidelines. This is news content. This historical documentary that's happening right now is coverage. This is a news channel. We're providing coverage. Live footage.
Live footage.
Shotgun sound.
A lot of sounds. That's gunshots.
A bunch of shotguns.
At least 2 attackers have opened fire on a crowd in Australia.
Yeah.
This is a shooting against the trials. There are kids with equipment and everything. There was an event shooting against the trials.
People are trying to give first aid to the victims. There are many victims. I insist, there are many victims. Very, very serious. These images, what we're seeing right now in Australia, the other side of the world. December 14, 2025.
Cool.
Dantesque images.
Which is
Tremendous. This is tremendous. This is incredible. These are the lovers of freedom, those who want to convince a part of this planet of something when the reality is different. These are friends of Nicolas Maduro, of Iran, of Hamas, of all these organizations around the world. Forgive me, I'm really pissed off. This issue affects me a lot. It affects me directly. There is no justification at all. It just can't be justified in any way. Thousands of people are welcoming Hanukkah in Australia, the Jewish community, non-Jews. Human beings celebrating an event of peace, an event of tranquility. And for some vermin to take advantage, cowardly and unarmed, to launch an attack. This is Australia's October 7th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
what's happening? What is it?
Elisa? Listen, Elisa, what's happening?
They speak Spanish, huh?
But I'm heading to the Duma now.
Bondi Beach? Bondi Beach, excuse me. Bondi Beach, excuse me. Capital of Australia, Canberra, excuse me. That's fine too. This has been outstanding.
What happened?
Let's go now.
Let's go.
Excuse me, family. Right now, my mind is blank with everything I'm seeing. Images are coming in that are terrible. Just terrible images. I'm gonna try to geolocate the place where we saw the video of the shooters. Let's play it again. Okay, this is a bridge right near the beach, right next to a building. Okay, geolocated, that's it. Easy, this was easy. What happened? Place of the incident? From this bridge, they started shooting at people who were on the beach. They started shooting all over this area. We can see it from here, you know? We can see it from here. Family, we're live right now. Please leave your likes. Not because you like the content, because there's nothing to like about this, just to help spread it, so it doesn't get censored, because otherwise they're going to censor it. I'm telling you, they're going to censor this content, like they usually do when these kinds of incidents happen. It seems that in the Hispanic community you can't talk about this, but on channels like Al Jazeera and others, you can talk about certain things. I'm really pissed off right now. This little bridge here is the one we were looking at a few seconds ago in the video. We confirm signal number 40.
Yeah.
Signal number 40 bridge. We're looking for an image from the ground.
Yeah.
This is the crime scene right now, the scene of the incident. The crime scene in Sydney. Bondi Beach. although it's spelled Bondi. Bondi Beach. Right now. Families, children, young people, elderly, fathers, mothers. I think what we're seeing right now is incredible. 2 shooters at least 2 shooters have caused a real massacre. I repeat, a real massacre. There are images I can't show, but here we have a Telegram group where I can upload videos, where I can upload content without censorship. None, obviously, I'm not going to show images of victims. That's not the style of this channel. Here, we want to explain what's happening. But there are images that speak for themselves. They speak for themselves. There has been an arrest, that is, the 2 suspects have been detained. They are in custody. There are at least 2 suspects who have been arrested by the police. There is a video of the moment of the arrest. I'll describe the situation a bit so you can imagine it through my words. When the arrest was made by the Australian police, there were people, members of the public, civilians, who tried to attack the attackers or tried to restrain them. And the police ended up striking them. I don't know. Those are things I don't get into or want to. There's a video that's shocking. We're going to watch it now. There's a hero. There's a hero in this story. There's a hero in this story. But I'm not sure if our hero had a happy ending. I'm not sure. More videos. More videos are coming in here to military strategies. Please, let's share this live stream on social media right now on Twitter. We retweet the live stream. It's on my account. Please, let's help spread it as much as possible here in the military strategies community. What a video. It's like a hunt. They go out to hunt human beings. Right? But a police car just passed by up ahead. Yes. A police car just passed by up ahead. Oh my God. Well, let me tell you, so you can understand a little. They were using hunting shotguns, and the type of ammunition they're using isn't birdshot, at least not all of it. They're probably using buckshot. That is a very thick, very large projectile meant to hit at long distance with a lot of power. This is crazy.
More. Come on.
It's amazing. Family, comments in the chat are open. I'm not going to enable super chat. This isn't the time for that. And I don't know. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to comment, but this is an ambulance. Are you commenting? It's an ambulance. I don't know. It's an ambulance. Maybe merciless terrorist attack? Again? December 14, 2025. And this Hanukkah one, again, it's an ambulance. Are you commenting on it again? We're using a holiday to attack the people of Israel. They're cowards. From here, I want to send my deepest condolences to all the victims of all this. At least 10 dead, over 70 injured. And there's a video that's just crazy. There's a video that's just crazy. I'm going to put it here. I'm really sorry. It doesn't matter if they censor the show later, but the world has to see this. The world needs to see this. I insist on this. This is news content with informative content. Things that are happening right now in the world. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to zoom in so you can see it a little better. Is it at a distance? Yes, Spanish television, this won't even appear. Don't worry, it's not relevant. But the other day, Sanchez was shaking hands and hugging Badbu Abbas. And they were saying that, I don't know, something that was forever tied to his story with Spain or something like that. These people have nothing to do with me. I'm Spanish. I have nothing to do with those people. I don't want anything to do with those people. I think it's shameful that my state, my country, my flag is mixed up with this kind of people. I'm really sorry. I just have to say it. I can't help it. Yes, buckshot is used to turn a small game shotgun into a big game weapon to hunt wild boars, to hunt. Large game. All right, this type of ammunition is used. It's very specific ammunition. It does a lot of damage when it enters the body. Look, an older man is running between cars. Trying to run with his family.
Oh.
My God. Let's all be the Vans. I know. Me, there's something I have to be critical about this. I have to be critical about this. I'm really sorry. It's a topic I don't usually get into because, no, I don't usually get into it for different reasons, but here I have to be critical. It can't be that for more than 5 minutes, there are 2 shooters opening fire on 1,000 people at such a big event where there are so many people present, that most of them are from the Jewish community or have something to do with the Jewish community. In a country like Australia, where in recent months there have been attacks against synagogues and against Jews, the response has to be faster. I'm very sorry, it has to be faster. I have to give my opinion and I know what I'm talking about.
What's going on? What's going on? I don't understand anything. I don't get it. Do you?
Sur dijo. It can't be. It just can't be. No, it just can't be. Mr. Luis Carlos, another Mossad operation? Are you stupid? I don't understand some people or those comments. Who actually believes that? Here we go again with the conspiracies. There are people on this planet. There are people who really should go live on another planet by themselves. I don't know. I think there's a serious problem here of different kinds. We'll have to see the full duration in the first reactions. The Israeli Minister of Foreign Affairs criticized the Australian government, and he said that the attack was the result of incitement and the rising anti-Semitic obsession in Australia's streets over the past 2 years. Well, it seems that the Israeli Minister of Foreign Affairs thinks something similar to military strategies. Now we'll have to start seeing whether the deployment has been adequate or not, if the security measures have been appropriate. Pay attention to this first victim, confirmed first victim, the emissary of Jabbat. Jabbat is... I don't know how to explain it so that people who aren't Jewish can understand. Let's say they're a kind of missionary emissaries of Judaism, wherever Jabbat is usually found. In almost every country, a delegation provides spiritual support to the Jewish community and handles other activities. Rabbi Eli Slanger has been identified as the rabbi who passed away during the Hanukkah celebration in Sydney. Blessed be his memory. Poor man. The president of Israel, Isaac Kurgat, said that Israel has repeatedly warned the Australian government about the need to confront and eradicate the growing anti-Semitism in the country. In Spain, in Australia, throughout Europe, it is allowed for flags to be burned, for businesses to be marked, for synagogues to be closed. It seems to be, I'm not going to say it because I shouldn't say it, but it seems that the situation is different. Prime Minister of Australia. The scenes in Bondi are shocking and difficult. The police and emergency services are on the scene working to save lives. My condolences to all affected. I repeat. To the Australian Prime Minister. The scenes from Bondi are shocking and difficult.
Shall we continue with more reactions? Oh my God, the video I'm watching right now? Oh my God, the video I'm watching right now? Oh my God, the video I'm watching right now.
This is the craziest thing in the 2 years I've been streaming. Yeah, it's been a terrorist attack in 2 years that I've been streaming on YouTube. This is perhaps one of the craziest things I've ever seen. Please.
Pay attention to this video.
I'm setting the scene for you. A terrorist on the sidewalk next to the palm tree. White pants, black civilian shirt, behind a car.
White pants, oh. Hat, oh no, bro.
Of course it was out of battery. He has taken it apart. He has disarmed the terrorist.
He's very good, but what alarm?
Cleverly, the man has left. He has left the weapon cleverly, and I understand why. If police arrive now and see you with a shotgun, they'll shoot immediately. YouTube will block this. I know how it works here, but...
The man is super brave.
Oh,
He attacks him with whatever he has, and of course, the other one has opened fire. Be careful, because there's crossfire going on, okay? This is incredible. This is incredible. They're huge, right? These two are at least 2 meters tall. They're big, huh? They're big. Well, at least we have a hero. At least we have a hero in this story. We'll find out the story. We have a photograph. We have a photograph of the suspect. The suspect's photo has already been released. I insist again. This is informative content. I am only reporting something that has happened, something that has occurred in Australia.
Yeah.
Attack on the Jewish community. Suspect. You can see. You can glimpse. He's wearing a cartridge belt. That he also has extra cartridges to reload the weapon. That the ammunition will surely be what we mentioned, buckshot. It could even be, let's see if it has some kind of sight.
They meet up.
Yes, it seems that they have put some kind of optic on the shotgun to have greater accuracy. Oh my God. "20 dead, apparently there are 20 deceased. Witnesses said the shooters shouted Allahu Akbar. After every shot, they shouted Allah is great. Wow. Things that happen. A lot of ammo, tons of ammo. The Sydney police confirmed 10 people dead, including a suspect, and 11 others injured, including 2 police officers. The second suspect is in critical condition. And if I confirm to you he was carrying a scope, one was carrying a shotgun and the other a rifle. I'm freaking out. Give me a second to examine the photo carefully. I don't want to make a mistake since it's something you can't get wrong.
Well then. So let's analyze. Let's analyze. Let's see.
What we're looking at here. Knife. A bolt-action rifle? At least I think that's a bolt there, a scope. It's like a kind of pointer to have greater accuracy. Yes, I think this is a rifle. Although it has shotgun shells, indicating a shotgun is involved, I also have another photo showing a shotgun, which we will see later. Nothing has gone hunting. They have gone out hunting. I don't know. It's just that I'm looking at the images. Excuse me for a second. I'm doing this live and I don't want to. Don't give incorrect information or people will criticize you. I couldn't say if it is one. I think that one in particular could be a bolt-action shotgun. I'm not sure. You can see two weapons. They're carrying two weapons. They're probably carrying a rifle and a shotgun. Possibly. Very possible. Family, we're live on military strategies. Please, your likes are super important. Let's share the live stream. A tragic day, no doubt, for the whole community.
Yep.
A day for the whole free world. This is about all people, not just Jews. October 7th in Australia.
Is it going to sound good? Alicia, listen, Alicia, because the thing is...
It's happening, but you don't have it.
But it's the new doubt.
I think it happened. And let's go now. It's just, this is incredible. I'm not interested in investigating scientists discussing 4 global earthquakes right now. I'm dealing with something else. Please, let's focus. Let's focus. This is a serious, very serious matter, even more so, in which we have a lot at stake. A lot. Okay, I'm watching a video of the suspects being detained. Okay, do I confirm a shotgun? Can I confirm a shotgun? With a long barrel? Has any kind of accessory been added, like optics, a backpack? And the belts with the cartridges? I see cartridges, I see birdshot cartridges and buckshot cartridges. Of both, huh? Of both, I see, of both types.
I can't play the video, unfortunately.
I'm trying to contact one of the people who has been there. We're trying to contact one of the people who has been there. Military strategies live. Let's discuss now.
Yes.
It's a chaotic situation. Police in Australia are currently overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Silence from televisions and all media worldwide. This is to cut off any programming from any show and go live. It's an important event. It's a major attack. Oh my God. I'm still looking for videos, okay? I'm still looking for videos to understand the magnitude of what happened here, of what occurred. It's too much, huh? We're trying to contact someone who was there to see if the person wants to. I know this is a delicate and complicated time. But I'd like a first impression. What happened there? What exactly occurred? Because it seems to me that it's unbelievable. Thanks to the people who are making themselves available. On Super Chat, I'm not going to put any Super Chats on screen. Forgive me. With this kind of content, no, I won't mention Super Chats. No, it's not necessary. No, I'm not asking for anything. This simply needs to be told. And thank you. Anyway, thank you for your support for being with us, okay?
Um,
I'm going to excuse me. I'm going to mute myself for a few seconds. I'm going to mute myself for a few seconds because I'm going to make a call to Australia right now for someone who has been there. And we're going to have him live right now. One of the witnesses who was at the attack just now, a few minutes ago, in Australia.
Yeah.
Global response is huge. It's tremendous. And today's going to be tough. It's going to be tough, right? This has also gone off for me. I didn't notice. An alarm sounded in Gaza for a rocket launch. Not sure if that was it. I don't know if it was a false alarm, but as it happened, the alarm sounded. It seems pretty strange to me. One of the suspects, I'm watching a video now. He received cardiopulmonary resuscitation and was resuscitated at the scene on that bridge. Let's take another look at the place where the incident happened. Let's show it again for those of you who are just joining us now. We're live. Military strategies, welcome. Has it happened? On this beach we see here? Let's take a picture. Miles, thousands celebrated Hanukkah's arrival. A boardwalk, a beautiful beach, a paradise-like place. It's a beautiful, special place. And the shooters opened fire from a bridge located in this area here. From this area, from the same sidewalk, they were shooting toward the beach. Then the shooters began to retreat. I estimate and will reconstruct the events. Regarding the videos I've seen, which I obviously can't share all of them, you know we like to investigate on this channel. And we like to share information.
Film.
Let's see. I assume that they got here, they started shooting, they retreated to this area here, chasing people. They continued walking from here. We keep going this way. Let's try to cross. Let's see if we can, if this allows us. Okay. In this area. From there, this is the view that one of the terrorists had of his other partner. The other terrorist who was right there shooting on the grass, that is, at street level. In this area here, he was shooting at the people who were running out from the beach, firing diagonally. They retreated to this bridge, taking a higher position and sheltering behind this wall to protect themselves from the police gunfire. They kept firing. They took cover there, and that's where the incident ended. All right, give me a second. I'm going to mute myself for a moment. I have to make a call.
I'm trying to contact the person who saw this. 1 second.
Right now, we have a victim, an eyewitness, live, of what just happened in Australia. I won't say his name, but I think he hears us. Let's call him Antonio. Good morning.
Hello, how are you?
What happened?
The situation, honestly, it happened in seconds. We're kind of on the north side of Bondi Beach when we heard gunshots. And immediately everyone reacted by standing up, trying to see what was happening. And when we looked, there was already a crowd running, obviously trying to take cover. And that's when everyone realized that something dangerous was happening. There were many gunshots and everyone ran. I managed to record for a few minutes, and we also started looking for shelter with the other people, but we ended up getting on exactly right at the scene. Yes, because the situation happened, how many victims or something like that. But it was really, really, really terrible to see children crying, people screaming, hiding, people carrying their children. The situation was very distressing, to be honest.
Well, let me ask you, are you and your family okay? I take that for granted. Yes. To ask you a question, because in the videos we're watching, we see a lot of people running. It's just people. Doesn't really matter. And was there an event on that beach today related to the Jewish community? Or was it just a normal day with people walking around there?
Well, to be honest, we were there about an hour before, right in front of where the situation happened. But honestly, we didn't see any, let's say, specific act happening or any event as such. People were enjoying a Sunday at the beach with family, having fun, and then it happened. Yeah, just regular people, like a normal Sunday at Bondi, which is one of the most popular beaches there is. And it all happened in a matter of seconds. I couldn't really say exactly what the situations were or what they were about. Yeah, what was there being.
A question? Excuse me, I don't want to intrude with my questions since I know it's a traumatic experience. Have you seen it at any point? Have you? Because the videos I've seen, there are a huge number of people on the beach.
Yes.
The shooters were on the beach, or they were in the boardwalk area, or there was police, there was something, there was some kind of security presence.
The situation did happen outside the beach, yes, more like on the side of the trails where people are just entering the whole center of the beach.
We're talking about an area, we're talking about an area that's like a kind of grassy park that's there along with a bridge.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Well, let's say there, the area where people have picnics. Yes, that's it.
As I understand.
Just enjoying, that's all. Yes, no, it's not directly on the beach, but it's there, overlooking the beach. And clearly, when it happened, the shooting started. And I don't know, after about 10 minutes or maybe less, there were police everywhere. I don't know if the police opened fire, but at one point when I stopped recording the video and we left, like, to take cover with the other people or just to stay away from the area. Yes, we heard too many gunshots, way too many gunshots, yes.
How long did it last? You just told me there were 10 minutes before the police arrived or the gunshots started. That exchange, yes.
About 10 minutes when let's say it actually started and people began to run, I don't know, around there. 3 minutes, 4 minutes, sirens started to be heard, and everyone upon hearing that and the gunshots that wouldn't stop, everyone realized the situation was beyond police control or anyone involved. Yes, and then a lot of gunshots started to be heard, and I think it lasted for about, a few 20, 30 minutes, I think, until the gunshots stopped. Yes, or at least yes. Up until the time we were there, the situation always seemed very tense. Yes, there were many gunshots, people running, cars, police arriving, and lots of ambulances. Everything was very expensive, very expensive. I don't know how to describe the feeling of seeing children, seeing women, seeing people running, distressed, hiding. It was terrible, honestly.
How do you feel now? I know you said it's terrible, but were you with your family? I guess not.
Luckily, I was only with a friend. But Pero we looked at each other as if asking, is this really happening? Yes, this is really happening. It's incredible.
I bet it's tough.
Yes, no, let's say the situation already happened, more or less. It happened around 7 in the evening. And even now, I still feel it, like, yes, trembling. I still remember the situation, and it's still shocking to recall all those scenes.
It's incredible to ask you, has there been any official statement from the police in Sydney? I mean, have they said for people to stay at home, to evacuate the area, or not to approach the place? Are there any suspicions that there might be more attackers? Or is the incident currently considered under control?
Controlado.
Yes, well, let's say right now, checking the public networks of the news channels here in Sydney, initially they issued multiple alerts about groups involved with something related to the Jewish Christmas. There could also be attacks at other large celebrations. Honestly, I don't know exactly which places they are. And yeah, as a preventive measure, everyone was told not to go anywhere near Bondi. And obviously, people were also told not to go to the places they suspect could be possible targets for attacks. And I think, according to what they've reported, there are 10 dead. I think that including one of the attackers who were shooting, one of them was actually taken under control by a citizen. Yes, I think there's also a popular social media video featuring someone who doesn't appear as themselves. Yes, he intercepts him and takes away like the hunting rifle he has. And about the other one, I only know that yes, like he was gunned down. Yes, they were taken down, but there's no video. There's nothing concrete about the situation.
I imagine that because of your accent and because we speak the same language, you're not a native of Australia. Australia has immigrants from many countries worldwide. Did you ever feel, with all this cosmopolitan environment, with all the diversity there is, Australia, that something like this could happen? That something like this could actually take place?
No. Even though, let's say I'm Colombian, even though people, let's say, think there are stories, obviously there are very sad stories about the conflict that happened in Colombia. Nunca. Situations like that have never been seen, like people doing that just to persecute, like a religion, something like that. If you know what I mean, I don't know if I'm explaining myself well.
So let's say...
Clearly not about their country's conflict, but there isn't such a cold situation, so cold, of two people just shooting at anyone who crosses their path. Yeah, it's crazy, hard to believe, especially here.
It's terrible. Thank you so much for your time. I don't want to take up any more of it. Please get some rest. I know it's going to be hard. Yeah, I'm glad nothing happened. To you all, personally, I'm so sorry for the victims. And, well, stay strong. If you need anything, you already have our contact information, and you can reach out at any time. All right?
No? Okay, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, really. Well, family. There you have it. There you have it here. A person who has been there, who has seen it, who has heard it, who has felt it. Telling us firsthand. There weren't only Jews. Thank you very much. I'm going to say to Antonio for not revealing his identity. There weren't only Jews. There were people enjoying the city. There were people enjoying a peaceful day. The sunset of a Sunday. A day when people walk or go out with family after a week of work. There was probably some event posted on social media days before that. There was going to be an event to celebrate the arrival of Hanukkah. These terrorists likely gathered information.
Film.
About this event, they gathered information that an event like this was going to be held. They decided to prepare the operation at that place, but when it was time to carry it out, not only have they not distinguished between human beings, but they simply didn't care. They've shot at everyone. Haven't they asked any questions? With this, what do I mean? The problem is not only for the people of Israel. The target of these attacks is not only the Jews. In fact, I'm changing the caption since we have more information. I originally thought it was an event.
So,
But now with the information they've given us, everyone has fallen here. Anyone who crossed the minds of these barbarians who have committed a real massacre. It's hard to hear this. It's very hard to see it. I'm seeing extremely harsh images that I obviously can't share, also out of respect for the victim's privacy. But it's a topic. That's incredible. More than 50 shots. More than 50 shots at people.
that's
In a dramatic turn, I'll show you another newly arrived video. Here, military strategy, it's tremendous. It's tremendous. They're going after everyone. Whoever doesn't realize this situation, whoever doesn't want to see what's happening right now, is very foolish. All the people who go out to protest to defend so-called causes should really reconsider what they're actually defending. They should reconsider it. I wonder if any of those people who were on that beach running to save their lives have anything to do with something happening thousands and thousands of miles away. And surely not even the attackers have ever been there in their lives to know what happens there. There's no justification at all. This cannot be justified. It's no use making a statement saying, the images are shocking. We share our condolences with the victims. No, that's not the solution. That's not what we want.
most.
We want to have security. We want to have freedom. We want to be able to walk through our streets without being attacked. We want a harmonious world. I know it's utopian and difficult,
Deal.
but responsible people, responsible authorities have to make a decision. This can't go on. We haven't learned anything from October 7th. On the contrary, quite the opposite.
No.
A large part of this planet has fallen into the dynamics of the media by following the rhetoric of all this people's propaganda. And now look at the result.
No.
These are the results.
Those.
This can't go on.
What?
This can't continue. I'm serious. We are facing a very serious existential problem.
No.
For two people to choose the path of jihad and attack thousands of defenseless people is the greatest act of cowardice you can find in life. No religion justifies this. There is no religious justification here. We have more footage. The situation is very clear. There is a global problem, and it needs to be tackled. I haven't made content about Israel or what's happening there for days. I'm focused on the issue of Venezuela because I'm also worried. I'm worried about the situation.
Come.
I never follow Gaza. I never follow what's happening in Judea or Samaria. Iran keeps threatening to launch ballistic missiles, and Hezbollah too.
Him.
Attacks outside of Israel against communities. The war isn't over. I mentioned it recently on my Unlaced Studio show with Dr. Irving Gattel and Mark Achar. The war isn't over. I stand by that with Gabriel Van de Skaal as well. It isn't over. I stand by that, and this gives me a basis for my position. It isn't over.
You can't.
And there were people who thought and said, no, this is already over, and so on. It's not over. It's not over. We have footage of the event. Of course, we're starting to understand it now. Now we're really starting to understand the story. There was an event. A Hanukkah event was scheduled for this day. We allow a second. Hanukkah at sea. Free admission. December 14th between 5 and 9 post-meridiem. Organized by Abad. They went after them. They went after them. Notice that it's been months already. They were kidnapped in the United Arab Emirates. I think it was in Abu Dhabi or Dubai. I don't recall exactly where, just that it was in the United Arab Emirates. A Chabad rabbi was kidnapped and executed. Well, what the rabbi was doing there was trying to expand interreligious dialogue between cultures. It's not like the Chabad members are exactly part of the Israel Defense Forces. To me, this seems like absolute madness. Here it's absolute madness. Victims, destroyed families, lifelong trauma. This topic is about to get even spicier. Here's why. Our friend who has spoken with us has told us that for at least 10 minutes, we are going to display a photograph. It's an aerial reconstruction of what happened here. Let's zoom out. There we are. Let's open up here. Good. There was some kind of Hanukkah celebration in the lower right corner. Let's go to the map. Let's go to the map to understand exactly the place. All right, let's go to the map. Now we have the story clearer. In this garden we see that's where the Hanukkah event was being celebrated. Let's try to show it from above so you can see it. Hanukkah was being celebrated at Archer Park. Here in this area, the shooters started to open fire. Very close to the event, they almost certainly started shooting at them from close range. They started to open fire on everyone. Rabbi of Chabad has died, more victims. Afterwards, they continued on their way, retreating. And this is where one of the suspects is disarmed. Let's show the footage now. This spot in the parking lot is where one of them was disarmed by the hero we saw. And then they go to this bridge here and keep shooting from the bridge. A bridge that's 27 meters high? An advantageous position to open fire on all the people fleeing from the beach. Imagine being somewhere, hearing gunshots without knowing their source. You start running, but you don't know. There are a lot of people, you can't identify the attackers, and you run in all directions. These guys set up in a hideout. This is like a hunting blind. You position yourself in a spot and just wait for the targets to pass by. Well, that's what happened, but there's something else. Pay attention to this because this is where the dilemma comes in. We allow a second. Here's where the dilemma arises. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. They just told me. Well, we're going to have a debate here. Pay attention to this. 11:43 in Spain. The place where the incident happens is on this bridge or in this area, in this Archer Park. Just a few meters away on the same avenue, practically on a parallel street, is the police station. Here it is. Let's take the route. To the scene of the incident from the police station. We're already on the main avenue. There's the bridge.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it. I'm really sorry. I usually avoid talking about these things, but I can't believe it. I'm going to do it slowly. Again. Police station. We see the name here. Bondi Police Station. We cross this street. We get onto the road and there's the bridge. 10 minutes of gunfire. There's going to be controversy. There's going to be controversy, and a big one too. I can already predict it. We'll have to know all the circumstances. Obviously, we'll have to know what the situation was, whether the police were armed or not, if they were armed or not. What's the protocol? We don't know these details. Currently, 24/7 strategies are being used. Approaches television networks don't take. I've imitated but never matched. Because here we tell things differently, naturally as they are. We don't use filters, add, or paint anything. The painting creates itself. And the image is downtown. Claim of the attack. By Hamas on Al Jazeera. According to what they're saying, that's what they're commenting. I don't know. We'll see confirmation now. We also have the identification card of one of the attackers. It seems he has a driver's license and is of Pakistani origin. An influencer is among the injured.
Zero.
Arsen Astrobashi, a social media influencer and president of the Jewish Council of Israel in Australia,
Yeah.
who previously led the International Legal Forum. Injured in the head. An emergency delegation from Israel's Zaka unit, specialized in handling victims' remains. They are heading to Australia right now, leaving Israel by plane for Australia. Prime Minister of England. As Jewish communities gather to celebrate Hanukkah, I send my warmest wishes to families across the United Kingdom and around the world, hoping that the Festival of Lights brings hope, peace, and comfort. Happy Hanukkah. It seems that the news did not reach the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom in time that an attack had taken place. In Australia. The news doesn't arrive quickly.
According to what news?
Months of abuse, months of persecution and accusations in Europe, in Australia,
Yeah.
in Latin America, in the United States. Results, the sowing of hatred. You always reap what you sow. Tragedy. That's right, you always get tragedy. The images are horrific, I can't show them. I'm seeing very graphic images that I obviously won't show, but it's really shocking. Let's look at headlines from Time of Israel. Let's see what they're reporting over there. At least 9 dead. The chief executive officer of the Australian Jewish Association says the Bondi shooting is totally predictable. The government received numerous warnings, but did not take adequate measures to protect the Jewish community. Now, there will be people who say, why did you hold an event? There will be people who say, why did the Jews go to the beach? Then they'll say, why did the Jews go out on the street? Israeli ambassador to Australia. I am shocked by this mass murder and by the Australian government's helplessness against threats to the Jewish community. Israel is starting to accuse the Australian government without hesitation. It doesn't hide, it aims, it fires. Since October 7, actions against the Jewish community and its institutions have only intensified, says Mayman. He also says he stated this publicly many times, that if I woke up one morning and found out that a Jew had been physically attacked, I wouldn't be surprised. He says he's shocked by the mass murder and the Australian government's failure to prevent it. The ambassador is in Israel and is returning to Australia. The minister connects the Sydney attack to the recognition of the Palestinian state. Anti-Semitic terrorism is borderless, but the blood of the murdered is on the hands of the Australian government, which announces the recognition of a Palestinian and legitimate state. The far-right minister claimed that terrorism against Jews justified itself, voicing support for the local Jewish community. Who has Sios Modric been? Who said this? I'm not sure who said this, but based on what the Times wrote here,
It has to be more or less from around there. It's too much.
it's something. Well, there's an image here. There's a photograph. We can't show it. This happens just a day after Israel eliminates Hamas's military chief or deputy commander in Gaza. I don't know your thoughts. What are you thinking about this topic? To me, it seems like it's a complicated issue, huh? It's a complicated issue.
Oh.
People always say not to speak when you're upset. It's obvious not to say things in the heat of the moment. It was an attack against the Jews, that's true. It was an attack against the Jews. Now we can understand again. Yes, based on what we know, it's a serious anti-Jewish incident in Australia. I can't say the word because then the platform will take down the video. You can't talk about certain things. There are things in the world you can't talk about. Can you talk about Peppa Pig? Can you talk about what's happening in Gaza, about the number of people who are starving? But you can't talk about this because then censorship comes. And then they start labeling you, calling you an anti or a racist, I don't know, or whatever. Things that just don't make sense. Look, I'm a human being living on this planet. I want freedom. I want peace. I want security. And I want these things not to happen. I don't care what it takes to prevent this. I don't want anyone telling me stories. That's fine.
A bunch of knives?
That's right. That's how it is, family. We'll stop here for now since adding more will only get me more worked up and make me say stronger things, which I don't want. Please leave your comments down below. Thank you for joining this live stream. More than 7,000 people at times that aren't usual. But you already know that when something happens, we're here to shed light on the shadows, on the darkness. That's how Military Strategies was born, to explain what happened on October 7th in Israel. Look at where we are now. We will continue. No one and nothing will stop us from sharing what's happening. Melia, thank you for joining us live. My deepest condolences to all the victims. See you later this afternoon with all the information about this incident. Australia, is this definitely going to trigger a reaction from Israel? And let's hope it's the one it needs to be. Best regards. See you in the next show.